Going live. All right, guys, we are live, I think. Let me double check. I might have been making a whole bunch of faces right before we went live. Anyways, welcome. This is the Metro South online classes, the virtual parkour classes. This is parkour and freerunning beginner level 1. So beginner class. This time around, things are a little bit different. We are doing this class via Zoom. Zoom, if you didn't know, is that video chat thing that everybody in the world is using right now so that we can talk to each other and see each other at the same time. So we're going to be teaching the classes on here. We are also live streaming on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube right now and you're watching this live stream, you should get involved with the Zoom classes. And if you need help doing that, go ahead and go to our website at metrosouthgymnastics.com. I believe that's the one. Go to the contact thing, send us a little email. You can sign up to take the Zoom classes, which means that I get to see you and you get to see me and we get to talk to each other. And then I get to tell you, oh, wait, you should do this differently. And you're like, thanks, I'll do that differently. And then you do it and I go, hey, great job. And that's pretty much what it'll look like. Now, the weird thing is, though, is since I'm on the Zoom class, I'm supposed to be coaching other people that, I'm supposed to be seeing people, but I actually can't see anybody because nobody's here. That's sad. But the classes must go on because I have to teach other classes besides this one. So I can't sit here and wait all day for somebody to join. So instead of sitting here and waiting all day for somebody to join, I'm just going to pretend somebody's here. And I'm going to do it just like I would have if it was a live stream. And if somebody does join in the middle of it, it'll get a little funky, but we'll roll with it. All right. So that being said, let's scooch you back here. And I don't know if anybody's going to show up or not, but I really hope they do, because I was excited to teach a Zoom class this week. And if they don't show up, then you know what? I'm teaching a live stream class this week. Doesn't really matter to me. Ooh, that light is bright. Oh, and now it's dark. Okay. I hope you guys can see me all right. The lighting in here is terrible. One little second. Let me just set up one more lamp and we'll get started. Today we are going to be working. Maybe that's better. I don't think it's any better. Who knows? We tried. I'm in a basement. So today we're going to be working on our Kong. The Kong is a move that we can do entirely on the floor. So we're going to start on the floor. We'll work on our floor Kongs. After the floor Kongs, we will move on to the table so I can show you how that works as well. All right, so let me do a little bit of this. We can get started. In fact, while I set up, I want everybody to start doing jumping jacks. So let's see them, jumping jacks. I will join you in 1 second. Once I block out this really bright window. Did that make things better? Maybe. Does that make things better? Yes. All right, backlighting is evil, apparently. Okay, so jumping jacks, here we go. We're warming up. Arms are swinging wide, legs going wide. Very nice. Keep moving and freeze. Stand in a big straddle like so. Put your arms out to the side and we're gonna twist side to side. Twisting our body around. Woo. And next, swing your arms across the front. Switch which arm goes on top. Keep those arms moving. Still no one for the Zoom class. That's all right. I wonder if anybody's watching the live stream. I can't tell. I'll have to look. And next, while we're in our straddle, I want you to reach up to the ceiling, lean over to one side, touch that foot, come back up to the ceiling, over to the other side, touch the foot, back to the ceiling, foot, ceiling, foot, ceiling, foot, and one more, ceiling, foot. And now reach down the middle. We're touching the ground right in between our feet, holding it there for just a second. Very cool. All right. And now let's stand up. I want you to put your feet together. We're going to reach forward for a pike. So we're reaching forwards and down, trying to touch our toes. Touch your toes. Nicely done. Woo! Good toe touch. Alrighty. Next, I'm going to move the camera just a little bit so you can see. Whoop. Take a seat. I want you to put one foot out, the other leg in, reaching for your toes. All right, we can flex our feet, leaning into the stretch. Try to get both hands on that foot. And now point your toes, reaching forwards. Ooh. Nice. Very good, very good. All right, switching legs. Bonk, bonk. Reaching forwards. Both hands trying to get your toes. Hold that stretch there. Just a little while longer. And point your toes. Reaching forwards. A little bit more. Nice. Let's do butterfly stretch. So feet together. Legs are pushing apart. We are holding them there. Trying to get our knees to the floor, opening our feet like a book. What's it say? Mine say, I'm stinky. All right. Next, I want us to flip up onto our hands and knees like so. We're going to point our fingers forwards and we're going to roll in circles. We're using our wrists a lot today doing the Kong, so I want to make sure that they're nice and warmed up. So we're going to do circles like this. And then I want you to turn your hands around so your fingers are pointing backwards. And you're going to do nice and easy circles again. And switch directions of the circles. And then come up onto your knees. Put your hands together. Roll out your wrists. Roll them out, roll them out. And do the wave. All right. Shake them out. All right, next, what I want you to do is you're going to look up to the ceiling. Open your mouth, look as far as you can. And then we're going to rotate our head around the side, down, and back up. We're doing neck rolls all the way around. And the side, back up, and one more time all the way down, up, and stop up here, and we're going to go the other way. All the way around, back up, down and around, back up top, last one, and nice. Okay, next, hands and knees again, but we're going to push down into the seal stretch. So bellies are facing the floor. We're trying to get our head to look as far back as we can. And scoot your booties back to right here. Don't move them any further. So we're not going all the way back here. We're up tall like this. Reach those hands out as far as you can into a cat stretch. Looking at your fingers. Try to get your armpits to touch the ground. And come back up. Cool. Woo! All right. First ever Zoom class. Nobody here. Pretty sweet. How are we doing on YouTube? We got one person watching on YouTube. I think it might be me. Isn't that great? Oh, I should mute that or else you guys are going to hear that too. Okay. So yeah, let's get started with the lesson then. I'm the only one here. It's great. I'm the only one watching my live stream as well. Also great. So what that means is we are going to start on our Kongs. I'm going to use my yoga mat as a marker on the ground, so that just as a line or an object on the ground. I want you guys to use anything you have, even if it's like two shoes and you put them so that there's an imaginary line in between the shoes. Or like, for example, I have 2 bottles of soap. I can put 2 bottles of soap on the ground just to make a line that I'm going to be using in between. All right. So go ahead, set up your line. My line is this big green line. All right, I hope you guys can see that. I'm gonna also put my soap so you guys can understand what I mean by using the soap or the shoes or whatever. So that is my line. There's an imaginary line going all the way down the floor. That is what I'm using for my Kongs today. Now, what is a Kong? A Kong is a type of vault, but it is also a move that we do on the floor. It is a move we use to get on top of things. It is a move we use to get down off of things, and is a move to get over things in one smooth motion. The way that I'm going to start my Kong is I'm going to put my hands on my line. I'm going to walk my feet out to a push-up position here. All right. Once I'm in my push-up position, I'm going to jump my feet up in the air and come right back down. So let's try that a few times. Ready? Up, back down, up, back down, up, back down. Cool. Now, when I do that and I jump my feet up, I'm actually going to push again with my hands, and I'm going to try to get my feet to land where my hands are. So check it out. Ready? They jump up, and then I push and get my feet to go where my hands are. I pushed hard enough that my hands came off the ground. So let's see that again. Ready? It's jump up, and once we're up, we push. Okay? It is not a frog jump like this. Okay? It is going to be jump up and push. All right? So hands stay on the ground until my feet are in the air, and then I push. So I want everybody to try this one. Here, I'm going to do it at an angle so you guys can kind of see what that looks like. It's jump up and push. My goal is to get my feet, so my hands are on my line here. My goal is to get my feet, let me change the angle. My goal is to get my feet on the same line. All right? So I'm here, my hands are on the line, I jump my feet into the air, push, and get my feet on the line. Now here's a quick tip on something we're looking for here. When I'm doing this move, when I land, I want you to watch my feet. Ready? Are they in between my hands or on the outside of my hands? They are in between my hands. That is where we want our feet to land. So we don't want to be doing the Kong and have our feet land way out on the outside here. Instead, we're going to bring our knees together and bring them in between our hands, okay? Let's try that like 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe 100 more times, and then we'll be masters, okay? So feet up, push, and get your feet down where they were. Boom. Okay? Hands and feet both trying to stay on the line. That makes sense. So I'm pushing super hard with my hands and bringing my feet up to the line. And that right there is the first step to a really good ground Kong. Okay? Next step for ground Kong. We're going to do the same thing, except for a little bit different. Hands go on the line. Feet walk back to a push-up position. Now you're going to glue your feet to the floor. Do not move your feet at all. Just walk your hands backwards until you are on your feet. Okay, so now I'm in this really low crouch, and I am exactly one push-up position away from my line. Okay, So what I want us to try now is we're going to reach out to the line and freeze. So we're reaching out and freezing in a push-up position. Walk ourselves back, reach out and freeze. And walk ourselves back, and we're reaching out and freezing. Okay? Everybody got it? Try that one more time. You're starting here, just your feet on the ground, you're reaching your hands out and catching yourself in the push-up position. All right, step number 3. We walk ourselves back. We're going to combine number 1 and number 2. So we're reaching out our hands to the line. When our hands hit the line, we're going to jump our feet and then push them in towards the line, okay? So hands are reaching out to the line, feet jump up, hands push, feet land on the line. Sounds complicated, but here's what it looks like. Reach out, jump, push. Okay, it's just number 1 that we did and number 2 combined together. So remember, reach out, jump, push. And you have done a successful ground calm. All right, let's try this like 3 more times. This time, as we reach out, we can start to jump our feet. So I'm reaching out and I jump my feet up to the ceiling. So that way when my hands land on the ground, watch where my feet are. Ready? See? Look. What that's going to do is it's going to put my body in the air. So that way when I push with my arms, I can get my feet to go even further. All right. One more time. Starting down low, reach out, jump your feet, push with your hands, land your feet on the line. Ready? Ground calm. Very cool, very cool. Hope you guys liked that one. I thought it was cool. All right. Okay. Step number 4. What is step number 4? I know what step number 4 is. Step number 4. Step number 4 is to practice our ground calm 1 million, quadrillion, trillion, billion, Google zillion times. That many times, okay? We can never be too good at a ground calm. We can always be better, all right? There's nobody that's really perfect at them, and we need to practice them a whole bunch, all right? So the last thing I will tell you about the ground calm is going to be that your goal, your end goal, is to reach out, put your hands on the line, jump and push your feet, and get your feet to land not on the line, but past the line, so way over here. All right, so we're starting down like this. So watch what I'm doing. Ready? I'm 1 push-up position away. That means I can reach out and freeze. When I jump for the actual calm, I'm going to try to push hard enough with my hands to get my feet to miss my green mat and instead land on the floor all the way on the other side. But my hands have to stay on the green mat, all right? I can't have my hands go past the mat. Ready? Reach out. And look, my feet are past the line. That is what I'm looking for. So let's try that a few more times. If you can't quite make it, just keep trying. You will get it, all right? It takes practice. Reach your hands out to the end of your mat or to your line. Push really hard and get your feet to go past the green. And now you have done a successful ground calm or floor calm. Okay? Reach, push. All right? That is the calm. If you can do that, you're going to do big things. All right? If you're not quite there yet, that is totally fine. That's why we're practicing. Okay? So let's do that a few more times. Let's go for 3. I'm going to do them with you. All right? Reaching out, pushing super hard with our hands, and trying to get our feet to the floor all the way past our green mat or whatever color your mat is, or soap bottles or shoes or whatever it may be. Okay, reach out, push, land on the other side. 2 more times. Here we go. Reach out, push, land on the other side. And last one. Woo, here we go. Reaching out and Konging. Very cool. So, this ground Kong, it can be used in so many ways that you couldn't even think about. Ideally, what it's best for is if you're jumping and you land on the ground and you want to keep moving forwards, but you are falling forwards. So it's like I've jumped, I've landed, I feel like I'm falling forwards, but I want to keep moving forwards. What I can do, I'll show you by jumping off of my couch, is I'm going to land and then I'm going to reach and do a ground Kong. So I'm here on my couch and I want to jump down and keep moving, but if I keep jumping down and falling over like this, oh man, that's bad. We don't want to do that. So instead, I'm going to jump down, land, and then ground Kong instead. Okay? And that's something that you guys can try. If you can find anything that you can stand on top of that is not high, this is knee height for me. That's good. We're starting knee height. We're dropping straight down, reach out, and ground Kong. Okay, one more time. Starting up on top, dropping down, reach out, and ground Kong. Very cool. Very cool. All right. What time is it? It is time, guys. That means we're going to do just a teensy bit of conditioning. And by that, the only thing we need to do for conditioning is ground Kongs, because we're trying to get stronger to do these things. So my task for you guys to do to get stronger is to do 10 more ground Kongs and let's do 10 more ground Kongs and then 10 push-ups. Okay, so for our push-ups, our hands are going to be shoulder width apart like this. We're trying to bend our elbows down and back up. If you need to go on your knees, that's fine too. The only thing we want to make sure of is that we're not sticking our booty up really high like this, and that we're not dropping our hips down really low like this, and we're just doing a head bob, okay? It is a full arm bend, and if you're on your knees, it is still a full arm bend, pushing back up. So we're going to do 10 of these push-ups, and then we're going to do 10 more ground Kongs. All right? If you want a real tough challenge, do 10 push-ups, then 10 ground Kongs without stopping all the way through. That'll be hard. Cool. Thank you for joining me today for Parkour and Free Running Beginner Level 1 ground Kongs. Today was supposed to be the first Zoom class, and it was, but it was just me. That's okay. That happens. But if you're interested in jumping in the Zoom class, send us an email. Go ahead and contact us. If you go to our website and you go to, here, I'm actually doing it right now so that I can see. Go to our website. Scroll down to the bottom. Yeah, if you scroll down to the bottom, we have a list of our email. It is info@metrosouthgymnastics.com. That is info@metrosouthgymnastics.com. Shoot us an email. Be like, hey, Coach Alex said that we can Coach Alex said that we can take a Zoom class with him, and that sounds cool. How do I do that? And then we'll let you know. The other thing to check out on YouTube, our Metro South Gymnastics YouTube, is I have a class running. It is a fitness class. It is called Get Buff with Coach Alex. You guys should totally check it out. There's also a stretch class that follows up on it called Let's Get Bendy. It is workouts that are fun and hard, but also can be easy. You take it at your own pace. All right. They're great, great time. So please join in. I hope to see you there. Next one is tomorrow morning. All right. Have a good day.